Calf cramps are not random after 60. And if bananas are the only food you think about when that calf locks up at 3 in the morning, pumpkin seeds may explain why it keeps happening. Because there is something going on inside that muscle right now. Something that one food cannot fix. Something that has nothing to do with getting older, and everything to do with a mineral stack your body stopped holding on to the way it used to. And tonight, when you lie down and that calf seizes again, you'll know exactly why. Not because I guessed. Because I'm going to walk you through 5 foods in order that research says can rebuild what your muscle has been missing. Not just bananas, not just water, the full picture. Now here's what most seniors have been told. Drink more water, eat a banana, maybe stretch before bed. And for decades, that advice felt reasonable. It came from doctors. It came from family. It came from everywhere. However, and this is where it changes, research from the National Institutes of Health and USDA nutritional data tells a very different story. Calf cramps after 60 are usually not a single mineral problem. They're a stacking problem. Magnesium, potassium, calcium, hydration timing, and in many cases, medications that quietly drain the very minerals you think you're replacing. That banana you've been eating? It's not useless. But for a lot of seniors, it's like putting one tire on a car that needs 4. The calf still tightens. The cramp still comes back. And nobody ever explained why. The real enemy here is not bad intentions. Your doctor is not hiding this from you. The problem is simpler and more frustrating than that. The advice never caught up. The standard guidance for muscle cramps was written before we understood how mineral absorption changes after 60. Before we had the data on how common medications interfere with magnesium and potassium. Before anyone connected the dots between what you eat, when you eat it, and whether that mineral actually reaches the calf muscle in time. Now, I need to say this clearly, because I care about getting this right. Everything I share with you today is for educational purposes only. Always discuss changes with your own doctor. What I'm giving you is the research. What I'm giving you is context that most seniors never receive. But your doctor knows your body, your medications, your history. That conversation matters. My name is Dr. David Collin, and I've spent years looking at the research on mineral nutrition and muscle function in adults over 60. What I keep finding is the same pattern: good people doing what they were told and still waking up at night with calves that won't release. After 60, everything changes, and most people aren't told why. I'm going to tell you why today. And if this is the kind of conversation that matters to you, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because what I cover next week goes even deeper. By the time I'm done, you'll understand exactly which 5 foods can help rebuild the mineral balance your calf muscle needs, and why the single food approach has been failing you. You'll know what to eat, when it matters, and what to watch for that nobody else in this space is talking about. Let me show you what's actually happening inside that calf when it cramps. Your calf muscle, the gastrocnemius, the soleus, is one of the hardest working muscles in your body. Every step you take, every time you stand up from a chair, every time you climb a stair, it fires, it contracts, and then, and this is the part that matters, it has to relax. That relaxation is not automatic. It's not just the muscle deciding to let go. It's a chemical event. It requires specific minerals to be present in the right balance at the right time. Potassium helps the muscle fire. Calcium helps it contract. But magnesium is the signal that tells the muscle to release, to stop contracting, to let go. Think of it like this. Potassium and calcium are the gas pedal. Magnesium is the brake. And when the brake fluid is low, the pedal works fine. The muscle fires. It contracts, but it doesn't come back. It stays locked. That's a cramp. That's what's happening at 3 in the morning. Now here's where it stacks. According to the National Institutes of Health Office of Dietary Supplements, nearly half of Americans over 60 are not getting adequate magnesium from their diet. Not clinically deficient, not the kind that shows up on a standard blood test, but functionally low. Low enough that the muscle doesn't get the full relaxation signal it needs. And potassium, NAN's data linked through the CDC shows that the vast majority of American adults, including seniors, fall short of the adequate intake for potassium. Not dangerously low, just low enough that the system runs tight. The calf runs tight. So you've got a muscle that's working hard all day, firing and contracting and carrying you around. And at night, when it finally tries to rest, it doesn't have enough magnesium to fully release. it doesn't have enough potassium to rebalance. And the cramp hits. Not because you're old, not because you forgot to stretch, because the mineral stack underneath the muscle has been quietly eroding, and nobody connected it to what's on your plate. This is not age. This is something your body is doing, and we can fix it. Let's start building the stack. I'm going to walk you through 5 foods, starting from number 5 and working up to the one that surprises almost every senior I talk to. Each one fills a different part of the mineral picture. None of them works alone the way you'd want it to. But together is where the calf starts to calm down. Number 5, plain Greek yogurt, or kefir if you tolerate it. Now, most seniors don't think of yogurt when they think of cramps. They think potassium. They think bananas. But calcium plays a role in this equation that almost no one talks about. Calcium is part of the contraction signal. When calcium is low, the contraction relaxation cycle doesn't run cleanly. The muscle gets confused. It fires when it shouldn't. Or it fires and can't figure out how to stop. According to USDA Food Data Central, a single cup of plain Greek yogurt delivers roughly 200 milligrams of calcium, and it also carries a meaningful dose of potassium. So you're not just feeding one side of the equation. You're feeding both, the contraction mineral and the rebalancing mineral in the same food. Now, if dairy doesn't work for you, that's fine. Lactose intolerance is common. Dietary restrictions are real. This is one option on the stack. Not the only option, but if you can tolerate it and you're not eating it, your calf is missing a piece it could be using. Number 4, beans. Black beans, kidney beans, white beans, navy beans. Pick one. Beans are one of the most underestimated cramp relief foods for seniors. And the reason is simple. They carry both magnesium and potassium in the same package. 1 cup of cooked black beans gives you roughly 120 milligrams of magnesium. That's almost a third of what most adults over 60 need in a day. And it delivers over 600 milligrams of potassium at the same time. That's the brake pedal and the rebalancing signal from a single food. And most seniors I talk to, they haven't eaten beans in weeks, months sometimes. They're reaching for the banana every night and wondering why the calf still locks up. The banana is not the problem. The banana is just incomplete. A medium banana gives you about 420 milligrams of potassium and roughly 32 milligrams of magnesium. That's helpful, but it's only one corner of the stack. Beans give you more of both, and your calf can feel the difference. Most seniors never connect this to that. Today you will. Number 3, avocado. Avocado is one of the few foods that delivers potassium and magnesium together in a form that most seniors tolerate well. Half of a medium avocado gives you roughly 350 milligrams of potassium and about 29 milligrams of magnesium. It's soft. It's easy to eat. It doesn't require cooking. And for seniors who struggle with appetite changes after 60, and that's more common than most people realize, avocado is a mineral-dense food that doesn't feel like a heavy meal. Here's why that matters for your calf. After 60, appetite naturally drops for a lot of people. Portions get smaller. Meals get simpler. And when meals get simpler, mineral variety drops. You end up eating the same 5 or 6 foods on rotation, and the calf muscle, which needs a broad mineral base to function, starts running on fumes. Not dramatically, quietly, a little tighter each week, a little less willing to release at night. That's the stacking danger I keep coming back to. It doesn't look like a crisis. It looks like aging, but it's not aging. It's a mineral gap that's been widening for months, and avocado is one of the easiest ways to start closing it. If your cramps wake you up at night, the next part is for you. Number 2, and this is where I need you to pay attention, because this one changes how most seniors think about the banana question. A baked potato, with the skin on. 1 medium baked potato with the skin delivers roughly 926 milligrams of potassium. Let me say that again, 926 milligrams. From 1 potato, 1 food, 1 sitting. A medium banana, about 420, less than half. USDA Food Data Central confirms this. The potato is one of the most potassium-dense whole foods available, and most seniors have no idea. They've been told bananas are the potassium king. Bananas are good. I'm not telling you to stop eating them. But if you're relying on bananas as your primary cramp relief food, you're leaving almost 500 milligrams of potassium on the table that a single potato could give you. And the skin matters. A significant portion of the potato's potassium and fiber sits in that skin. Peel it off, and you lose the very thing your calf needs most. Now, I need to add something important here. If you have kidney disease, or if you're on medications like ACE inhibitors, ARBs, or potassium-sparing diuretics, high potassium foods need to be discussed with your doctor first. Potassium is powerful, and for most seniors with normal kidney function, these foods are safe and helpful. But if your kidneys aren't clearing potassium the way they should, too much can become a different kind of problem. So check with your doctor. That conversation protects you. Now, before I get to the number one food on this list, I want to hear from you. I want you to drop a letter in the comments right now. If bananas are still the first food you think about when calf cramps hit, drop the letter A. If you believe cramps calm down better when you build the full mineral stack with more than one food, drop the letter B. I read every single comment personally. Let me know below. And now, here's the part I've been building toward. Everything I just told you is real, and it matters. Every one of those foods fills a piece of the stack. But there is something that changes all of it, something almost no one talks about in the cramp conversation. And once you understand it, you will never look at calf cramps the same way again. The mineral most seniors chase when cramps hit is potassium, and I understand why. Potassium is what you hear about. Potassium is what the banana represents. Potassium is the word on the label. But here's what the research actually shows. Potassium helps the muscle fire and rebalance. That's real. But the muscle's ability to relax, to actually let go after it contracts, depends more heavily on magnesium. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has published data connecting low magnesium status in older adults with increased neuromuscular excitability. That's the medical way of saying, when magnesium is low, your nerves fire too easily, your muscles twitch more readily, and your calf doesn't settle the way it should. And here's the twist. You can eat all the potassium in the world. You can eat bananas and potatoes and avocados every single day. But if your magnesium is functionally low, and remember, nearly half of Americans over 60 aren't getting enough, the calf muscle still won't fully release. Potassium tells the muscle to rebalance, but magnesium is what allows the muscle fiber to physically unclench. Without it, the signal arrives, but the door won't open. Think of potassium as the message, and magnesium as the hand that opens the lock. You can send the message all day. If nobody's there to open the door, the calf stays tight. This is why bananas help some seniors and do nothing for others. It's not that the banana is wrong. It's that the banana is answering a question the calf isn't asking. The calf is asking for magnesium, and it's not getting it. Now here's where it gets worse. After 60, magnesium depletion accelerates for 3 reasons most seniors are never told about. First, dietary intake drops. Magnesium-rich foods like seeds, nuts, dark leafy greens, and beans tend to fall off the plate as appetites shrink and meals simplify. Second, absorption efficiency decreases with age. Even when you eat the right food, your gut doesn't pull as much magnesium out of it as it used to. The NIH Office of Dietary Supplements notes that intestinal absorption of magnesium decreases and renal excretion increases with age. Your body takes in less and lets go of more. At the same time. Third, and this one is the piece that changes everything for a lot of seniors. Common medications actively drain magnesium. Proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux. Certain diuretics for blood pressure. Even some laxatives. These medications do important work. I'm not telling you to stop them, but they pull magnesium out of your system while you're trying to put it back in. And if nobody told you that was happening, you could eat perfectly and still wake up with a locked calf. I'm telling you this because nobody else in this space will. So when I say calf cramps after 60 are not just a deficiency problem, they're a relaxation and delivery failure. This is what I mean. The potassium might be there. The calcium might be there. But if magnesium isn't there, or if it's being drained faster than you can replace it, the muscle fires and doesn't come back. Night after night. And the fix isn't more of the same food. The fix is the food most seniors have been ignoring. Which brings me to number 1. Pumpkin seeds. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds, that's roughly a small handful, delivers about 156 milligrams of magnesium. That is more magnesium per ounce than almost any other common whole food. According to USDA Food Data Central, pumpkin seeds are one of the most concentrated natural sources of magnesium available. 1 ounce, a handful before bed, and you're giving your calf muscle more of the relaxation mineral than most seniors get in an entire meal. Pumpkin seeds also carry potassium, zinc, and healthy fats that support overall muscle recovery. But the headline is magnesium, the mineral your calf has been asking for. The one that's been missing from the banana conversation this whole time. And here is where timing enters the picture, because I promised you that timing these foods wrong can erase the benefit. Magnesium takes time to absorb. If you eat pumpkin seeds at breakfast and your cramps hit at 2 in the morning, that magnesium peak came and went hours ago. Research on magnesium absorption kinetics suggests that dietary magnesium levels peak in the blood roughly 4 to 6 hours after intake, which means an evening snack, a small handful of pumpkin seeds after dinner, puts that magnesium in circulation closer to when the calf actually needs it. This is not a prescription. This is a pattern. The pattern that makes the mineral available when the muscle is most vulnerable, at rest, at night, when the cramp comes. So let me bring this together for you, because you now know more about what's really going on inside that calf than most seniors ever learn. First, build one evening meal around at least one potassium-rich whole food from this list. A baked potato with the skin, an avocado, beans, not a supplement first, a food first. Real food carries potassium in a form your body recognizes and absorbs well. Second, pair that potassium source regularly with a magnesium-rich food. Pumpkin seeds. Beans again, they carry both. The point is, stop chasing one mineral. Your calf needs the stack. Potassium to rebalance. Magnesium to release. Calcium to keep the contraction cycle clean. Third, if dairy works for you, add a calcium source through food. Greek yogurt. Kefir. Not because calcium alone fixes cramps, but because the contraction side of the equation needs it, and without it, the whole cycle runs rough. Fourth, and this is the one I need you to hear clearly. If cramps keep returning even after you've improved your food choices, do not assume the foods are failing. After 60, the deeper question is whether the mineral is actually reaching the muscle. Review your hydration pattern with your doctor. Review your medication list. Ask specifically whether anything you're taking could be draining magnesium or potassium. And if you notice persistent one-sided calf pain, swelling, redness, or sudden severe symptoms, that's not a nutrition question. That's a reason to get medical evaluation right away. So to be clear, calf cramps after 60 are usually not random. They're not just aging. They're a signal that the mineral stack underneath the muscle, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and hydration, has been running low. And the fix is not one heroic food. It's rebuilding the balance, one meal at a time, starting tonight. This is not age. This is something your body is doing, and we can fix it. A study published in the journal BMC Neurology found that nocturnal leg cramps affect roughly 30 to 50% of adults over 60. 1 in 3. Some estimates say closer to 1 in 2. That's not a rare complaint. That's an epidemic of tight calves. And most of those people have been told to drink water and eat a banana. You now know why that's not enough. You know that potassium is only part of the message. That magnesium is the hand that opens the lock. That calcium keeps the contraction cycle honest. That timing matters. That medications can drain what you're trying to rebuild. And that 5 real, whole foods, eaten with intention, eaten together, can give your calf muscle something it hasn't had in years. A real chance to relax. Your doctor never told you this, but I will, and I just did. Now, before I let you go, there's one more thing. And this might be the most important part of everything I've said today. If these foods help for a few nights, and then the cramps come back, do not assume the foods are wrong. The foods are the right materials. But after 60, there is another layer. The mineral may be on your plate. It may be in your stomach. But whether it actually reaches the calf muscle, that depends on absorption, delivery, and whether something in your system is blocking the path. That's the question most seniors never get to. They stop at the food. They stop at the supplement. And they never ask, is the mineral making it all the way to the muscle? Now that you know which foods can help calm calf cramps, there's something else happening in your body that can make those foods much less effective, unless you also address how the mineral is absorbed and delivered to the muscle. Most seniors are getting that part wrong right now. Today, I cover exactly that in the next video. Watch it now.